I learned a lot of uploading when I went down. Oh yeah, they're really good.
Just a few of the things that you can check out while you're down here, but get on down here because we're about ready to sing happy birthday to the Lighthouse. We're going to have some proclamations. Oh, and I did mention the Sea Dogs Pirate Band. They are amazing. A lot of people are enjoying the sea shanties and the folk music that they are doing, and so we're just having a blast. Get on down here and join in on the birthday celebration going on here starting at noon officially, but keep in mind, the Lighthouse is open all day from 9 till 5. There are limited engagements where people are going to go up to the I call it the beacon room, but it's where the ledge is the lantern is what they officially. But anyway, get on over there and check that out and just bring the whole family. You're going to have a great time. Free event, 98.7 The Coast, WCET. That's all. I want to get these.
Now you got medium short sleeve.
Huh? You get a high test? You say caramel? You say caramel? Oh my lord, you're here. Now. It's gonna be zooming.
Bad influences. You need a water or anything?
No, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, these guys are good.
They're fun. I love it.
No, thank you.
I went up. Here you go.
I thought that was that I clean, but I don't have but it needs to plug in. Hey, I don't have the cord. I was looking at this. He looks really good. For the guy. Yeah.
That's it? Yeah. I do have but there's plenty of room for you. There's plenty.
Thank you very much, man.
Nah, come on. We're celebrating 150 years. Let's make a little bit of noise here. That's what we're talking about. This is going to be the funnest birthday party you've ever been to. And then when you're done here, you got so much more you can do in the Wildwoods. Is it not? So here it is. It's May. And look at all the events that are going on. We got a car show on the boardwalk. We got an event down at Byrne Plaza. We got like 2,500 cheerleaders at the Wildwoods Convention Center, and there's some little bash going on the beach. So we have, and I think the highlight of our day is today, to be able to celebrate history. And there's such great history on this island, and there's such great history on this beach, and there's such great history right here in North Wildwood. And the fact to have a beacon of light and a beacon of hope and just a beacon of what we're all about is to have that absolutely beautiful structure right here that hasn't really changed one bit other than being kind of moved a little bit. And we feel really good that it is restored to its original condition. So we want to thank that everybody's here. We want to thank our Sea Dog Pirate Band up here. Anybody know what their favorite letter of the alphabet is? R's. Not only are we the best place to be, but we're the smartest. We want to thank all of our vendors that are out here today. Let's give them a round of applause. I mean, we can't thank them enough. And hey, free food, right? Let's give it up for the free food people. And we are able to do this because of a lot of great sponsors in our community. And before we even go any further, we just want to thank so many people that make that happen, and mainly those that are here year-round and a part of this. First and foremost, our Public Works Department that does a fantastic job of making North Wildwood one of the prettiest towns in America, and the way they help with the grounds here. We want to thank our police and fire, our first responders. It's unbelievable. Our mayor, our councils, and just anyone that calls, North Wildwood and the island and Cape May County home. We want to say welcome to you to be here today. A few things, we invite you to please go inside, look around, see what's going on. We have some great silent auction items up there. If we have any Eagles fans, we got, Jason Kelsey, we got Allen Iverson, we got Byron Scott, we got Jalen Hurts. And we have a Lighthouse flag and an American flag that's going to have a little extra special meaning to it here today. So with that, I would just like to introduce myself. My name is John Lynch. I'm the Director of Sales and Entertainment at the Wildwoods Convention Center. And I am very, very honored to be able to be a part of today's event. And it truly is a part of history. So 150 years of being able to do that. What is also great about North Wildwood and the Wildwoods as a whole is we love our veterans. We love our country, and we definitely love our flag. So at this point, I'm going to ask Mr. Wheaton. Mr. Wheaton, could you please come up here, sir? Mr. Wheaton.
I grew up spending summers just around the bend at Central Avenue, and the Lighthouse light swept through the living room every evening. I'm dating myself. That was before the houses were on the corner of Central and Walnut, but that's how old I am. And I actually found that comforting in so many ways. So in gratitude for God's blessings upon us and upon this lighthouse, let us pray. God of creation, who formed the heavens and the seas, we give you thanks for your beam of light in our lives and for all who have faithfully served this lighthouse for a century and a half. She is the beacon of hope that shines along our rocky shore, protecting alike those who sail in still waters and amidst dark storms. May your blessing remain upon this lighthouse. May she always shine brightly, guiding ships to safety and illuminating our paths through life's challenges. Bless this celebration, and may we find strength and courage in the face of storms, and may those who venture on our shores be surrounded by love and peace. In your name we pray. Amen.
The Korean War, and if I'm not mistaken, you have grown up your entire life just a couple of blocks from here. So does that light go right in your bedroom every night? Do you ever get used to it? No, no. So we would like for you, if you do not mind, is you earned the right to hold this flag for us today. We just didn't want to have a flag that was in a stand. We wanted someone that stands for this flag, and that's you, sir, and we appreciate. So ladies and gentlemen, if you love America, you love the three greatest colors that's out there, the red, white, and blue, please stand up. Please applaud this beautiful, beautiful flag of freedom. And on the count of three, can we all just say, God bless America? 1, 2, 3. Next, we have a young lady who grew up in our community, and she has probably sung the national anthem 1,398 times here just on the island. She just graduated from Elan College. She's a graduate of Wildwood Catholic. And Macy Bishop, you know, we are so proud of you. We're so glad that you're here, and we're honored that you're going to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you.
She never disappoints. How long has it been since you have sung the national anthem in public?
Probably 4 years. I don't think I've done it since I was a senior at Wildwood Catholic, so that was very nerve-wracking.
And did you have to, is that glued to memory, that song?
I was hoping it was, yeah. I will admit, I did look at the lyrics a few times this morning because I was like, let me mess this up. I will never live that down, so.
Well, we are so incredibly proud of you as your family and as your community. You know, we have a deep devotion to our country, but a lot of us here have such a deep devotion to God, and we're very, very blessed to have someone that really is a leader in our community and has done great work at the North Wildwood Methodist Church here today, and we're very honored to have say 3 words, and then we're all going to join with her. First of all, I want to say congratulations. We are so proud of you and what you have done and what we know you're going to do. Those are the 3 greatest colors as an American, red, white, and blue. And I love when a lot of us don't get an opportunity to be able to say the Pledge of Allegiance on a daily basis. And I would like for you to please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So I'm going to ask everyone, if you take your hat off, put your hand over your heart, and Katie.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
How about one more God Bless America, everybody? So, sir, we're going to put this team when he and I worked there 10 years ago, and he just does a great job. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for Patrick Rosanello?
Thank you, John. He mentioned busboying, so some of you may know that I'm a partner in some restaurants, and we actually opened a new restaurant last night, and we were a little short on busboys. And so about 12 hours ago, I was still bussing tables, John, so those skills came in very handy. My remarks are going to be very brief this morning. Today, as we are celebrating the 150th anniversary of the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse, it has always struck me that while we admire this beautiful building and the very simple mission that it has, the mission of that building is to save lives. Its only job is to guide mariners into port safely. And so that building has done its job faithfully for 150 years. But across those 150 years, there has been a storyline of people that have gone hand in hand and a community of people that have gone hand in hand with this lighthouse. The very first permanent resident on this island was the lighthouse keeper and his family who lived in that building. And for 150 years, the residents of this town, the visitors of this town, members of the U.S. Life Saving Service, which became the U.S. Coast Guard, gathered in this very place and really built an entire community, not just in North Wildwood, but really all of the Wildwoods and all of Cape May County. And so while we celebrate this building today, we are also celebrating the 150 years of community that have sprung up around this building and continue today. As you look around at the hundreds of people here today, this building has been the beating heart of North Wildwood, the beating heart of the Wildwoods, and all of Cape May County for 150 years. And I am extremely honored to be here today as mayor as we celebrate this historic birthday. I am also particularly honored today to be able to make the following introduction. There was another mayor, not 150 years ago, but it seems that way, in Dennis Township. And he was somewhat of an anomaly in Cape May County. Not to get partisan, but he was a Democrat in what has been a traditionally Republican county. But his goal, his entire career, was to serve people. That's all he cared about. I think when I graduated high school, I got a letter from him. I'd never met him before, but he sent me a personal letter. He was at every event, any community event in this entire county for decades. He went on to become a state assemblyman, a state senator, a U.S. congressman. And he has served for decades this community faithfully and extremely honorably. And it's my honor to call him a friend, and it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the United States Congressman from the 2nd District of New Jersey, Congressman Jeff Van Drew.
So I got a few things to say. First of all, you're right, I was a Democrat. I was a conservative Democrat, and I straightened that out. As you all know, I'm more Republican than a lot of Republicans right now, so it's good to be with you. Secondly, Mr. Wheat, can you come up here for a minute? Don't worry, this is going to be good. This guy's my role model. You're 92 years old. I don't want him to run for office. I mean, seriously, what are you eating? What are you doing? What's your routine? Because you're amazing. There you go. We're proud of you, man. Thank you. Thank you for service. Thank you for being here. And what a beautiful, beautiful Star-Spangled Banner. It's amazing. My kids went to Wildwood Catholic too. A little older than you, though. You know, I was thinking about what I would say today, and I think everybody has said such wonderful things about this lighthouse. It has represented a continual commitment by the people of North Wildwood to make sure that it stays alive. It has historic status. It is an important symbol beyond that, though. You know, when I think of this great country, and that we are the shining city on the hill, that we are the beacon of light for the entire world, and we are, make no doubt about it. This lighthouse represents that in such an important way. It is emblematic of that. That bright beacon of light, the lives that were saved by this, the people who were involved in it through generations after generation, making sure that it continued to be there. It is truly the fabric of America, not only in its structure, but it is the fabric of America and the people who have worked and fought and sacrificed to make sure that it always stays here. So I'm real proud, Mayor of North Wildwood, and making sure that this is here now and that it will be here for future generations. It's a big deal. It represents us. So there's a few things I want to do. One of them is I have a proclamation from the United States Congress from the Capitol. It has the great gold seal of the United States of America on it, and it articulates a little bit about this lighthouse and what it means. Which one do you want to receive this? I don't want to get in the way of protocol here. So I just want to say congratulations to the good work that you've done and what you've accomplished, and I know will continue to accomplish into the future. This is a special day, and I know there's going to be many more. We may not be here for all of them in the future, but there's going to be many, many more. Congratulations. You're welcome. You're welcome. Something else I want to do, when something happens of note, when it's a big deal, sometimes it's an individual. Like this, I like to speak about it. You know, on the floor of Congress, we argue, we debate, we discuss some of the greatest issues of the day, foreign policy, domestic policy, what's going on around the world. But it is so important to represent our people that we always remember in our district. To me, that is of such importance. And the mayor was right. Probably the greatest thing I have always enjoyed in being in public service is being with people, whatever they are, whoever they are. So I want to speak about this lighthouse and the people who were involved in it, but I'm going to do it at the Capitol. And when I make that speech, I will send it to you electronically. You will have a copy of it and you can share it. And also, when I do that, I want to make sure that it lasts forever. So I'm going to ask that it be put in the permanent record of the United States House of Representatives, the permanent record of America throughout all history, and it will be done. This lighthouse will live forever. Congratulations to you all. I'm proud of you. If you see me sneak out, it's not because I don't want to be here, I do, but I have another thing kind of going on, as you probably know, on the beach just down the road that's kind of a big deal. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.
Dear friends, on behalf of the state of New Jersey, it is my pleasure to welcome all those gathered for the 150th anniversary of the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse in North Wildwood. Since its inception in 1874, this venerable structure stands not only as a sentinel of safety, but as a proud testament to New Jersey's rich heritage. The Hereford Inlet Lighthouse holds immense historical and cultural significance for the 5 Mile Beach community, for Cape May County, and for the entire state of New Jersey. Its enduring presence has not only guided countless sailors safely to shore, but has also served as a cherished landmark that residents and visitors alike hold dear to their hearts. This milestone marks a once-in-a-lifetime event for our community and presents a unique opportunity to honor the rich history that the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse presents. As governor, I commend the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse in North Wildwood for its remarkable 150 years of service. Congratulations on this wonderful milestone and best wishes for a memorable anniversary. My very best, Philip D. Murphy, Governor of New Jersey.
On what they do year in and year out, we love you. God bless you. You guys do a wonderful, wonderful job. Another great friend to the Wildwoods is someone who has been a great part of our history, and she is at any event that is a positive event and that's something that's good for our community. And it is our Cape May County Clerk and Historian, Miss Rita Rothberg. Rita, welcome back to North Wildwood today.
Thank you very much. I was a little girl here in the 1960s. I lived across the street from Mr. James Wheaton and played here on this property. And I really didn't realize what a lasting legacy this place would be. I've come to know it. That's our overarching theme today. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, we need symbols like this, symbols of hope, symbols of safety, and symbols that mean so much to our community. This place has meant so much to North Wildwood. In fact, 150 years ago, Cape May County and Anglesey, North Wildwood was a totally different place. In fact, 150 years ago, the borough of Anglesey had not yet been incorporated as a community, although there was a settlement here. The railroad had just come to Cape May County in 1863 during the Civil War, and when this place was built, the Civil War had ended and we were in an economic recovery and hopeful for the future. And to me, this place represents hope. And when I see it, I think about the thousands of volunteers who have loved this place so much. Heart and soul has gone into this, from Phyllis and Anthony Catanoso, who had a vision to make this place wonderful. And all the volunteers, and I think of probably 100 names. And today, Scott Jett, who loves this place like it was his great-grandmother taking care of her so lovely. And God has blessed North Wildwood, and God has blessed us with Hereford Light.
Thank you, Rita. I have the privilege of introducing our next guest, and Scott mentioned the letter from the governor, and as you all know, North Wildwood has had a over decade-long struggle with our beaches, or the lack thereof, as you all know. And over the last 6 months or so, there was a lot of dialogue with the governor's office and the city, but there was somebody who played a big role in that, and he's kind of kept out of the spotlight and been very quiet. But he was our chief advocate in Trenton to get the governor, as you all know, a few weeks ago announced a $10 million emergency beach replenishment project for North Wildwood. And the love that this person has for the beach stems from his very first job, which was a lifeguard in the city of Wildwood in one of those 90s. But it is my distinct honor to introduce our next guest, and really, after Governor Murphy, the person who is most responsible for the emergency beach fill that we are going to be getting very shortly, State Senator Michael Testa.
Thank you so much, Mayor Rosanello, for that amazing introduction. You know, I'm looking around at the hundreds of people here today, and I'm overwhelmed with such a sense of community and such a sense of being a proud American, a proud New Jerseyan, and obviously a proud South Jerseyan. You know, I look at Mr. Wheaton, my gosh, 92 years old. We should all be so lucky to make it to your age and be so spry, and I want to personally thank you for your service to the greatest nation. Sing, and you said you hadn't sung it in about 4 years. You nailed it. You did a fantastic job. I mean, really. And I do want to congratulate the new chief of police. I was unable to make that ceremony, but congratulations, chief. And to all of our police, fire, and first responders, I know you're extra busy today and in the planning stages that went into not just this event, but that event that's a little bit down beach. As the mayor said, I happen to love the Wildwoods. And I'm proud to say it. My first job ever was as a member of the Wildwood Beach Patrol starting in 1990. I love the beach here. But what good is a beach if we don't have a lighthouse to be able to guide the people who are on the water safely to harbor? So many people have already spoken about the importance and the richness of the heritage and history that this lighthouse means. You take a look around and you see what looks to be the first fire truck at Anglesey. As America's greatest clerk pointed out, when that was the first fire truck, Anglesey wasn't even an incorporated town, I bet. You think about how long this has been here. 150 years, this has been a guiding light for people who are trying to navigate our waterways. That's really incredible. And I hope, and I know, because of people like you, that this lighthouse will be here for another 150 years. For those that know me in my capacity as state senator, I happen to really dig lighthouses. Whether it's Hereford Inlet, which we are celebrating 150 years, or East Point Lighthouse in Cumberland County, where I'm from. I love lighthouses. And I have to say this, being a lifetime member of Cumberland County, a lifelong resident, Cape May County has always welcomed me with open arms. And Mayor, you and all of the people of North Wildwood and Cape May County have always welcomed me with open arms. Thank you, each and every one of you. May this lighthouse be here for another 150 years. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America. Thank you. Assemblyman Eric Simonson and Assemblyman Antoine McClellan. And again, it's commemorating the 150 years of rich heritage. And as I said earlier, we want to make sure that you have another 150 years. Thank you so very much.
So, Senator, you're a friend, a fan and friend of the board, correct?
Absolutely.
So, I don't know if you're going to give us this answer, Max or Sam's?
I'm a Sam's guy.
This is why we live here. You know, there's some people we really want to thank. This wouldn't have happened. That free food wouldn't be here with some great sponsors. We want to thank our platinum sponsor, Guatita. Lou Belasco is here today, the executive director from that organization. We want to say thank you for what you do in your efforts in our tourism. Our gold sponsors were Van Note, Harvey, and
the U.S. Coast Guard guiding ships to back home. It's unbelievable. And to have Congressman Vandrew here as well, given the fact that the architect of the Lighthouse, Paul J. Pels, is also the architect of the Library of Congress, is just awesome. So on behalf of the Board of Cape May County Commissioners, I have a plaque here for a presentation to the mayor and city historian and clerk Scott Jett. Board of Cape May County Commissioners wish to acknowledge and extend congratulations to the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse upon the celebration of its 150th birthday. The lighthouse has served as a beacon of safety for mariners since the 19th century and is an integral part of the heritage of North Wildwood. May the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse continue to shine for centuries to come. So thank you so much, and on behalf of the Board of Cape May County Commissioners, congratulations to the city of North Wildwood.
All right, we're close.
Thank you, John. I do want to first read, similar to what we've seen today so far with proclamations and things, but this is a resolution that City Council passed on May 7th, 4 days ago. And since I wrote it, I think there's a little more local flavor to it, so I'd like to read it to you before I start some prepared remarks. This is a resolution of the City Council celebrating the 150th birthday of the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse. Whereas in 1872, the federal government determined that the Hereford Inlet area was in need of a lighthouse to guide mariners in their journeys along the coast of South Jersey. And in 1873, the government purchased a 1.5-acre parcel from Humphrey and Ruhama Cressy. That's the parcel that we're standing on today. The purchase price was $150. Current assessment is $2.5 million. Whereas construction on the lighthouse began on November 8, 1873, and the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse, with its 4th order Fresnel lens, was illuminated for the first time on May 11, 1874. And whereas the lighthouse has survived for 150 years through hurricanes, nor'easters, floods, a fire in 1938, and having to be moved in 1913 due to inlet erosion that severely damaged its foundation. And whereas members of the United States Lighthouse Service and later the United States Coast Guard occupied the lighthouse for almost 90 years until an automated light was placed on the property in 1964. And whereas in 1982, during the administration of Mayor Anthony Catanoso, the City of North Wildwood obtained the lease to the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse. And after restoration efforts of the building began, the lighthouse itself was illuminated again in 1986. And whereas, as the oldest structure on 5 Mile Beach, the lighthouse, with its beautiful surrounding gardens, continues to be a popular destination for residents and visitors in North Wildwood and Cape May County. And whereas the United States Coast Guard continues to maintain the Hereford Inlet Light as an active aid to navigation. And whereas on September 20th, 1977, the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse was included on the National Register of Historic Places. And whereas Mayor and Council deem it appropriate to support the celebration of May 11th, 2024 as the 150th birthday of the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse. Therefore be it resolved that the City of North Wildwood is in full support of initiatives and activities which will continue increased awareness of the importance of the lighthouse and other lighthouses in our country, including the courageous lighthouse keepers who served our nation and our local community. The City of North Wildwood salutes all workers, volunteers, donors, individuals, and organizations that have assisted in the restoration and maintenance of the lighthouse and its gardens throughout its history. And in honor of its long service to our community and its historical significance to North Wildwood, to 5 Mile Beach, and to Cape May County, May 11th, 2024 is hereby designated as Hereford Inlet Lighthouse Day in the City of North Wildwood. When this building was first lit, well, think about it. In 2 years, we're going to celebrate the 250th birthday of our nation.
Once a lot. I like
go to the house.
Only the cream of a cup of scientific knowledge. You haven't taken enough tests just to get in. I placed 17th out of 300 in my entering class. Who's the slow one now, huh? My skills at graphic arts and engineering shine and blossom for all to see. Except for my father, who passes away. I go on. I graduate and I continue my studies at the School of Roads and Bridges and other engineering schools.
Hey, Don.
1809. Lieutenant in the artillery is killed in battle in Spain. I am fortunate. I am grateful that I have another confidant in my brother Leonor. And our bond remains always. So, am I disappointed? Yes. Discouraged? No. And it will not stop me. I will discover something else. I was always looking to discover something new, to take what was in theory and place it into the world, into the physical world through experiments. I reach out to my brother Leonor. I ask him to send me the latest edition of books on chemistry and physics.
Courses set up in 2x12s. Everybody just worked together.
I'm buying you a t-shirt.
You're buying me a t-shirt.
Yeah, want a soda? Soda? Oh, sure. Coke, oh, that's an extra. I'll wear it.
I wear all the t-shirts you buy.
We are friends of mine. That's so good. Thanks so much.
Commission, we have a round of applause for Scott Jett, Department of Public Works and the Department of Rec, and everyone else in the city, our police and fire, who absolutely dedicate themselves to North Wildwood. It's a great event. A happy birthday to the Lighthouse. I'd like to thank John Lynch for coming.
Who wants some cake? Happy birthday, Lighthouse!
You lucked out, you're getting two.
Oh, I'm on